welcome back to Musings by Nikki. I am Nikki, and I am here today with the culmination of my recent grungy nature journal project. This is a part of a creative design team project for Tracy Fox Creative. I have used, the main kit I've used is the Fancy Forest kit, but I have also used Teal Grunge and a couple of other kits. Those will be listed down below, as well as just some little random pieces of Tracy stuff. But this was mainly inspired by the Fancy Forest and Teal Grunge kits. And it's also been heavily inspired by Louisa Heinzel, who I have just been binging lately, and love the way that she just adds layers and layers of grunge, like the real multimedia way that she makes journals. So I thought when I saw the Fancy Forest and kind of the spattery background in Teal Grunge, I was like, yep, I want to make some grungy nature journals. And so this is them. There are 3 of them. There's a large hardcover, a single signature hardcover, and then there's a soft cover single signature book. And we'll just start looking at them. We'll do this one first. So this is a 6 by 9-ish journal. It's soft cover, flexible cover, I guess you could say. This is an upholstery fabric that actually, this is the back side of it. Oh, I do my window open, so I apologize now if you hear the busyness and this, any busyness. That's funny. Busyness in the street. I live in a town of 155. You might hear 3 cars go by. So this is the inside of the upholstery, or the wrong side of the upholstery fabric, but I loved it. I love it. And this is, I don't know if you can really see, but these like move. So all you can see on the front is like this, where this little tiny bit is right here. You can see those little tiny things poking through, and that's it. But I loved the way this looked, so I put it on inside out. And therefore it also has this like great texture, a great hand feel. And then I have done a bunch of collaging. I made, the last couple of videos that I have on my channel have been, I just untied that all kinds of crazy, have been working on this and making some of the pieces for this. And so I made a video using Louisa Heinzel's method for jazzing up your scraps, making them grunging up your scraps. And so I made a video doing that. And so I've used those throughout. And then I've made some different kinds of envelope flip outs, and those are in a video as well. So this one has 48 pages. I've also used a Stamperia kit that I cannot remember the name of, but it's a nature kit, and I'm not sure if it's still available or not. The inside of the cover and the covers of the other 2 are made with this kind of canvasy, like duck cloth type of thing. So let's just take a look. There are lots of different types of paper and book pages and stuff. And then these are like the negatives from cutting out some leaves. And then I've just done lots and lots of real sloppy, messy stitching kind of thing. And then layered up a bunch of scraps in different ways. And so you can see the edge here is just full of all kinds of scrappy goodness. And this is one of the pages of Teal Grunge. And it gives you such a wide variety of color. It's great. So it goes along with a bunch of stuff. And then I did have some little bits and pieces from a 12 by 12 paper pad that I was using too. And they had some cut apart journal cards. So those are in here, as well as a bunch of Tracy's mushroom kit that I've kind of fussy cut around a bunch of that. This is also an older Tracy kit, a mini kit called Past Autumn. And I've used some of that in here as well. I have a vintage bird, Audubon bird book, and that's there. And then when you get the Fancy Forest kit, you get a set of the full size. It's just ephemera. So you get a full size kit, and then you also get like the small baby versions of everything. So that's what these are. These are small tags, tickets, and those are down in there, and that is a butterfly label too. Then this is that vintage bird book. And here are some pieces from Fancy Forest. Some of them I just have in here plain, and then some of them you'll see I've layered up and stuff. This is some printed vellum, so you can see through that. And then I've just done a lot of messy sewing with lots of clusters. I've done some die cutting of some leaves and stuff. And then there's just, yeah, clustery, you know, grungy layered up goodness. This is a fussy cut from the Stamperia, excuse me. Then these are some more pieces from, look at these tiny little tags. Isn't that adorable? So those are some more pieces. And then that's a little mini flip out. Then I've just layered up some die cuts. And then I used the negative from one of the places I was cutting out some of the leaves and put that on top of a piece of file folder and one of my grungy scraps underneath and made a big journaling card. And that's on another book page, and there's some of the leaves, and there was this lovely like kind of foresty lake looking paper. Then here's a big grungy pocket, and then here are some of the tags that I actually layered up with some of the grungy scraps behind them. So I just made scrappy tags that I layered up and then sewed over top of, and they're super cute. I love the way that it turned out. Then here are two little half pages, and in the pocket there are some layered up pockets here. There's some raspberries. I did some embossing of some leaves. So those are Tim Holtz embossed leaves. There's a little ticket from the kit. And then here there's a double pocket. So in here and behind this leaf, there's a little pocket. And that's from Past Autumn. And I just thought the colors of the Fancy Forest kit went really well. There's a lovely fox, and this is just a journaling open up, flip up. And then there's a little squirrel card. And attached to this little butterfly grungy cluster is a small little butterfly, double-sided butterfly that I just put on there. And here's a vellum circle pocket so you can see through there. And it has a tag that's been backed onto file folder, and then a couple pieces from the kit. So you can see how the kit itself has little speckles of white and black kind of around it. And so I felt like it just really lent itself well to this kind of grungy application. This whole piece here is all layered up in between, and it opens up, and it's a large policy envelope. I'm going to open this one and show you. I didn't put anything in here because this book has, you know, the potential to get really big. So this opens up, and it's open for people to put whatever they want to in there. And then on the bottom of the string, there is a little oak leaf charm. So if you are interested in seeing how I made this, you can go to one of my previous videos, and I made those there. And then this is another flip out, full flip out page here, and there are some more pieces from the kit in here, another layered up tag, and then a couple pieces from the kit. And this Mr. Fox here, and I also just hand wrote and did some embossing, some foil embossing on there, and it just says Fox. Here's the center of the signature, and on the ties of all of the books there are some little beads, and this one's got a little glass mushroom bead on it. There's a pocket, and here are some more pieces from the kit, and another layered up tag. This is not from the kit, that piece is from Stamperia. Here are some of the mushrooms from the Fussy Cut Mushrooms. And we flip the page, and here's another flip out envelope. We made this one on a video as well, and there are a couple of kit tags. These are the larger version of that shape tag. And then I layered them up. I sliced these envelopes open and layered them up with some scraps and sewing, and then reclosed them, and that was a fun project. I loved doing it. This is just, again, everything is you know, super layered up. There's layers and layers of ripped edges and stuff. If you are into visual texture, these books are full of it. So look at that adorable little squirrel. Cute. All right. Then here are the other two half pages. And I have, again, foil embossed on here. So this one's gold and that one's kind of copper. And they're pockets, and there are some tags and pieces behind there. That little bunny is adorable. And then this one has some pieces as well. This is some more of that vintage Audubon bird book. Here's a giant pocket, and it has one of the Samperia ones and then one of the tags that I have layered up. Then this is an envelope that I just made with a bunch of grungy scraps. It's got this bear card in here. Forgive me if my fingers don't want to cooperate. It's been a rough couple of weeks here, and my fingers and hands have just gone rogue. That's why it's taken me longer to finish these. These are some little half sheets of masking paper, and they've got some layered up stuff, and die cuts, sewing, more of that vellum. I love the way that that looks, the vellum. And then there is some more bird book. There's the whippoorwill. Some more mushrooms hanging out. Here's another flip out right here. And there's some beautiful butterflies, and that is a pocket as well. And then here's a pocket on the front. It's a vellum ripped off corner pocket. Here is a page with another just grungy cluster pocket deal down here. And then lastly, there is a flip out here. And there's my maker's mark. So that is that one. We'll tie it up. I love the feel of this. That's really cool. I may be partial. All right, here is this is a hardcover version. It's a single signature as well. And you can see the grungy edges here. The spine has some burlap and leaf trim sewn on, and it's all covered in this like double coffee stained canvas cloth kind of thing. And again, on the cover, I have just layered up a bunch of the grungy scraps and some cutouts, some of the negatives cutouts, sewn around a bunch of it, some die cuts. And let's take a look at this one. This one has Tim Holtz in the papers in the front and back. And then right in the front here is this adorable little owl tag that I have grunged and layered into a grunged and layered pocket. And this whole thing flips open, and it is another one of those policy envelopes, and it has this adorable little butterfly hanging from it. And those hang out the bottom of the book. There's a tree over here too. And then this is a pocket, and it has one of the pieces from Tracy's kit. And this is a page from the Audubon book, and it has a different Audubon encyclopedia book. And look at that adorable little chipmunk guy. Here's one of the big tags, and I did this on video too, where I just made tag toppers out of some of the grungy scraps. And it goes behind this cool, I don't even know what to call this. I guess it's technically like a ribbon. I don't know. I found it at Hobby Lobby on clearance from Christmas several years ago. And then we've just got some of the Teal Grunge pages, and again, more scraps that are just kind of sewn back and forth. Some of the little labels and sentiments from her kit are kind of mattered throughout. This is a vintage, an old dictionary page, and these are some prints from my sugar maple tree and some locust trees, and they're made with acrylic paint, so dipping and then stamping them onto the page. There's a little pocket with a tag from the kit and this lovely bear. That's more of the past autumn, and here is some of the bird book. I did do a little stamping and kind of some paint spattering. That is a very Louisa Heinzel inspired thing. And then here's an example of just a cluster that I've sewn right onto the page, and that's one of the pieces from Tracy's kit, and then I've just grunged around behind it. I'm using that as a new verb, grunged. I've grunged around behind it. Look at that cute little bunny on the bingo card. There's a bald eagle. Oh my gosh, we have so many of those around here. And then here is another one of the tags. So some of the tags in Fancy Forest have like animals and stuff on them, and then some of them are just kind of a base tag. So I made this kind of double layered belly band here, and I embossed a couple tags, and then I made a little open up note card, so that goes behind the back. So this one doesn't have any animals. This tag, these big tags just have some flowers on them, or just kind of some paint spatters, and then this goes in the front pocket right there. And then that whole thing gets clipped on, like so. There's a deer I fussy cut out of something. Here's a big grizzly bear. And on the back there are a couple little pieces from the kit. And this adorable little fox. And then here's like a big tag that has an actual animal on it. And those have all been backed as well. There are some of these packaging paper pages, and they've got some fold outs and some paint spatters, and then just some collaging on there too. Another one of the embossed gold leaves. Here's a little pocket that's got all kinds of little stuff in it. For the sake of time, I'm not going to pull all the little bits out, but they're little bits from Tracy's kit, and they're the miniature ones, and they fit perfect in these little Tim Holtz slot pockets. And then here's the word forest that I did in copper. I don't know if I can get it to shine. Nope. Then in the center, it is a page out of the Audubon book, and there's on the ties there are some more little beads, and then there's another glass mushroom in this one. Then there's another pocket with a cute little hedgehog. Another leaf, some more fold out packaging paper there. There is another pocket. Here's a little half page, and behind it there's another scrappy tag. Then some of these, I've done some leaf stitching, and yeah, just a whole variety of stuff. Here's another flip out. This is another one of the policy envelope style flip outs. Again, I'm not going to open them all because, you know, they are all the same. Here are some more scrappy tags. There's another one. Not a scrappy tag. That's just a tag from the kit. Another little one. Ephemera from the kit into little pockets. This is some really old vintage notebook paper. I did do some stamping. I think I mentioned that before. There are some stamps through here too. There's another, this is a piece of the Teal Grunge, and then I've just put down some of my grungy scrap over the top to provide some journaling space. Here is some more of that dictionary leaf stamping with acrylic. Doesn't that turn out so cool? That was so fun to do. I did that with my girls a couple of years ago, and I'm kind of hoarding the last few pages of it. But these books get some pages of it, you lucky people. There's an albino gray squirrel. I loved that that was the picture that ended up there. There is a pocket. You do get some pockets in the kit as well as some tuck spots. So there is one of the pockets. And then here's another one of the tags that we used the scraps, the grungy scraps to make. And that one says raccoon. And then here's the last page. And there's one little pocket there. And some more of those die cut Tim Holtz leaves and stuff. This was so fun. And then there's my maker's mark and some Tim Holtz in the back. So there's that one. This one measures approximately 6 by 8 and it has 38 pages. So we'll tie it up. And then we'll go to the big guy. So this is the flagship. Anytime I make journals, I usually I make enough signatures, pages and stuff that I think I'm going to just make like one big one. And then it ends up being way too many as I have to like pull things out as I decorate and stuff. So then I end up with like one big, and I call the big one the flagship of my series. And then I end up with 2 smaller ones. So this is the big guy, the flagship. And this one has a 2.5-inch spine. It's got 3 signatures. It's full of, you know, all the same kind of scrappy goodness. On the bottom here, there are a bunch of beads that hang off the bottom. Oh, hold on. Husband's calling. All right, we're back. I just had to answer that quick. He's got to get the key to the church. Okay, so this has a bunch of beads, and there are some little glass mushrooms hanging off the bottom of this too. And there's some more of that cool, I don't know what to call it, ribbon stuff. It's like velour. It's like chenille. That's not velour. It's like chenille yarn. Anyway, and then I wound some of that viney stuff through it. And again, just another cluster on the front that's been kind of sewn through and sewn through. I left a little label if you wanted to put your name or the title of the journal. And this one has a double sari silk closure. None of the closures are attached. They are just free. So this one's all layered up. This one measures approximately 6 by 9 as well. And there are 140 pages. And look at the way that she folds out and all the scrappy goodness. I just am in love with the way that this looks down the side here. I just love it. Some people might look at this and be like, that just looks like a hot mess, Nikki. And I would be like, yep, and it's a hot mess I love. So, again, just lots of layered up pockets, pieces from the kit. Here is a big envelope with this cute raccoony tag. And then on the back, there is another policy envelope, and this one's got a little gold acorn. Nope, that's a pine cone, not an acorn. Duh. This is a locust. This is another print from a tree in at our old house in the yard. So that's a locust. Again, made that with my girls. Here's a tuck spot, and it's got this little woodpecker tag stuck up in there. There's a bear tag, some more of the Teal Grunge. This, I believe, came out of Edith Holden. I just had it kind of sat in my scraps. Some more of that Past Autumn. Doesn't it? It just kind of matches really well with this kit. Some more of the copper embossed. Another pocket. Here's a bear. That's half a bear. We'll see him on the other side. Some vine. There's the rest of him. Then some of these tags, I made little scrappy pockets on the bottom, and then I topped some of the other tags with just some of the scraps, and now they're like a double pocket tag. So that goes in there. Ooh, excuse me. This is some original jelly printed paper, and I turned one of the little pieces of ephemera into a pocket. There's a tag. There's the back side of the jelly printed paper. I love the way jelly printed paper feels. I haven't taken out my jelly plate for a while. I should do that. Some more leaves. Here's some more of that like acrylic paint on dictionary page. And there's bees on this one. And there are trombones on this one. Or not trombones, that's a baritone, right? Yeah. This is one of the corner pockets, and I've just layered up on there some die cuts and a little mushroom. A big grungy pocket. You know what? You could probably make a drinking game out of how many times I say grungy in this video. The center of that signature, and just like in the other ones, The signatures all have beads. There's a little glass mushroom on this one too. Some stamping that I've embossed and ripped out. A deer tag. This is another envelope flip out. It's got a tag in. And this is, we made these on a video too. This was cutting out leaf windows. So leaf shaped windows with my die cutter. And now there's vellum behind so you can see what's inside there. But I showed you how I did it so that it didn't punch all the way through. And that involved ripping one end open and putting some scrappy paper in there. Turn the other side of that into a tuck spot. There are some more prints on the dictionary page. Some more collaging. The other side of that jelly print paper. And there's another scrappy pocket tag. That one's got polar bears on it, and we don't have those. We don't have those. I don't live that far north. Some more of the book pages. Here is another flip out here. This has got a big tag up in the back pocket here. And then in front, it's got a smaller tag and just some layering up. Some more of that masking paper, and it's got a little pocket tuck spot up there. The other side of that printed leaf. This is some of the Stamperia paper. The Stamperia paper just goes so perfectly with Tracy's kit and this journal. Here's another one of the tuck spots from the kit. And then I've just done another offcut journaling tag here, and I fussy cut this deer and put it there. Beginning of the second signature has a giant tag in it with this adorable raccoon. Inside of that big pocket, and then there's another flip out here with a tag and another tag in front that I have layered up with some cheesecloth and die cuts, mushrooms, fabric, paper. I mean, everything in this book, man, it is layered. It is layered and layered and layered. Here's a cute little bumblebee and some more layering of ribbon. Bird book. Here's another one of those vellum window envelopes that has a journaling card in it. So you can see through the vellum into the envelope. Here's a little flip out. Oh. I swear this is the most discombobulated flip through video ever. Maybe the grunginess, the scrappiness just has gotten into everything. My technology and everything, it just shut off again. Let's finish this quick. There's a folded over page there that kind of creates a tuck spot pocket. There's another little pocket there. Some more of this torn up, collaged up goodness. I love this page. It looks like deer, like a fawn. Here's another one of those double belly band where this tag is in the front and then this journaling spot is in the back. And that all removes. Some more of that faux eco dye. I don't know what to call it. It's kind of eco dye. Some more owls. So like a little falcon. Then there's a big pocket back here. Some more of the jelly print. It's also fun to journal on this, especially with like a felt tip marker. Some more collaging. A little squirrel. This envelope here comes off and there is a tag in there. And there's the back of that one. There's my maker's mark. And there is the loveliness that is the flagship journal. So these these books will all be for sale in my shop the minute this video goes live. So if you are interested, you can find them there. Like I said, this is a design team project for Tracy Fox Creative, and all of the kits that I have used will be linked in the description box below. I highly suggest you go check her out, check out her shop, check out these kits. She has been putting out so many fun new kits lately, so I highly suggest you go check her out. And thank you for watching my videos. My next series that I'm going to do, or the next thing I'm going to work on, is another new kit that I've made, and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. It's something very different, but I'm also very excited about it. It's kind of re-upping on something that I did several years ago, and it was super popular, and I've had so many people ask me about it since. So I'm finally going back in and going to make that next, and it's a completely different than this. So and it does require some slow stitching on my part, so we'll see how good that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found some inspiration. Thank you so much, Louisa Heinzel. If you ever watch this, I so appreciate your work, and I hope that I have done even a little bit of justice in trying to embrace your grunginess with my finger tools. And thank you to Tracy for the wonderful kits, and thank you all for watching and joining me and sticking with me through all of the chaos that has been this video. Until I see you guys next time, I hope you have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening, or maybe it's the middle of the night. Whatever time it is, on whatever side of this globe of ours that you live on, I hope it's going good for you. And I hope that you stay safe, you are healthy, that you're able to be creative, that you're enjoying your day. So until I see you guys next time, take care, and God bless you. Bye.